SMA Negeri 1 berdirinya ruang podcast yang bertajuk dengan ini pemikiran untuk kemajuan SMA sebagai simbol dimulainya langkah bersejarah hari ini. Kami memohon kepada Kepala Cabang Dinas Pendidikan Wilayah 4 Dinas Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan Provinsi Jawa Tengah, Bapak Budi Santosa, SPD, MPD, MSI, bersama Kepala SMA Negeri 1 Ngawen, Bapak Muhammad Bisri Arifin, SPD, bersedia untuk meresmikan Semanga Studio 9 dengan menandatangani prasasti. Terima kasih Pak Budi, mohon tepuk tangannya semuanya. Hadirin yang kami hormati, selanjutnya untuk memulai langkah awal kita menuju kemajuan SMA Negeri 1 Ngawen, kita mulai podcast pertama kita yang ditandai dengan pemotongan pita oleh Kepala Cabang Dinas Pendidikan Wilayah 4 Dinas Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan Provinsi Jawa Tengah, Bapak Budi Santosa, SPD, MPD, MSI. Selamat datang Pak Budi di ruang podcast kami. Monggo Bapak Ibu dapat melihat. Di mana Pak? Di baju ini nggak apa-apa.
Silakan untuk bersedia singkat podcast bisa duduk di dalam.
Dian, it's better you put off your mask. Yeah.
Ini Indonesia apa Inggris?
English.
Aku kok nggak rasa apa-apa.
It's okay.
Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, how are you today, guys? I hope you guys doing well, and best luck for you guys. Today we have podcast. The name is Castle Podcast, and in this podcast we have a special guest, two cool people, and in our podcast today, the theme of this podcast is the existence of podcast to improve listening and speaking skill for better English. And you guys curious about who the special guest today is, and then we move to the special guest. This is Mr. Budi Santosa, SPD, MPD, MSI, and then we have Mrs. Martika, the leader of literacy team. And now I think we can move into the next question. Well, hello, Mr. Budi.
Hello, nice to meet you, Basia.
Thank you, nice to meet you too. Glad to see you in this podcast, and thank you for coming. And well, how are you today?
Feeling good.
Very good. Okay. What do you think about this podcast?
Somehow I would like to express my gratitude. And I'm coming here because this is a special time that I can thank the special podcast that you said in this Castle podcast. It is very incredible. The school such as SMA Negeri Ngawen is a good podcast like this, and I hope can spread the incredibleness of this kind of podcast toward many schools in Blora and Purwakarta, especially in KCD 4.
Okay, of course. And I hear that Mr. Budi is an English teacher, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell us about the experience as the English teacher?
Yeah. English is a good subject because it is the key or the window of the world. Without ability in English, you cannot open the word because English is a key of the word. So please study English well in order you can hold the key to open up the word. And if the word is open for you, the word will be yours.
Of course it is. That's a great word, by the way.
Yeah.
And well, previously I explained before about the castle, right? And in this castle, we have a knight who listening in this castle, and is this philosophy of this castle will be informed by Tiara, the student of this SMA Negeri Ngawen. And Tiara, time is yours.
First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Tiara, and I am one of the many of SMA Negeri 1 Ngawen. Castle Podcast is a podcast made by the students of SMA Negeri 1 Ngawen, where the meaning of castle is we use this school as we treat the school as our kingdom, and the listener of this podcast is our knights, because in the kingdom there are knights that protect the castle. So in the castle itself, we have 2 episodes that is already aired and 1 video. The first episode is released in Ramadan 2022, where the students or our knights share their experiences and funny stories while fasting in Ramadan. And the second episode is about horror. So the students or the knights, they tell us their experience that they encounter with ghosts or horror experience, so we can all listen to their stories. And we also have 1 video that is a special video about family day that we posted on our Instagram too. So usually we use our podcast and we share it on Spotify, so the knights can listen it wherever and wherever they want.
Okay, that's the program, I think, and you have to thank you to the king of this kingdom, Mr. Bisri, and also you have to be thankful. You have a wise person like who Martika supported you to have an ability to speak English. Not so many people who has an ability like you.
Thank you, Tiara. And have I told you guys before, and this day is a special day. Why can I say that? Because this day we broadcasting the first time on YouTube. Because before, like Tiara said, we broadcast in Spotify. And this day too, we have 2 cool people who is a special guest today. And then we have like in this topic we use English in it. So this is a special day that you guys must stay tuned at the end till the end. And I think with the purpose today, I think I can move to Mrs. Martika. Talk about literacy. So what do you think about literacy program in our schools?
Okay, literacy is a national program, and our school have conducted these programs long time ago. And officially, I was appointed by the former headmaster as the literacy lead teams. And yet, there are so many teachers involved in these programs, and then we discuss a lot of programs at these teams. Actually, we have 3 main programs. They are Ayo Membaca, Ayo Menulis, dan Ayo Menonton. Untuk Ayo Membaca, let's read. Every Monday we have Monday hours before the lesson. They can read everything. We have also program mading, and then we have class library corner, and yet library facilitates to provide the books for the students. And then for Ayo Menonton, every Friday we have a program called Movie Friday. So we and and my friends watch the movie at computer laboratory, and there are 30 seats for the students randomly for the 10, the 3, and the 11 grade. Yeah, every Friday we have Movie Friday. And then Ayo Menulis, actually we have, there are many competition held by literasi teams. It is called Nubar. This is nulis bareng, and it is surprising that I have collected more than 100 poems from the students, and we plan to make their poems into books, and it is editing phase. Inshallah, there will be 3 books we are going to print. Yeah. Okay.
And then, Mr. Budi, what do you think about this program?
Yeah.
Your comment, maybe.
This kind of program is very nice, but I very like the second program,
Oh.
nonton film.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully the film that you have chosen to be watched by the student is a good film that has a character education, so that's why can improve the character of education or the student itself themselves.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, Mrs. Martika, for students who don't know about this literacy, they can maybe find about information in social media.
Yeah, of course. SMA N Ngawen literacy, we have released on social media. It is at literasi smanga.
You guys can follow it, check it out.
The activities,
Follow it.
the programs we serve, we publish there at literasi smanga on Instagram.
Okay, that's a great idea. And for literacy, what the next program of literacy?
Okay, for this upcoming programs, we release a new batch, second batch, and then we ask the students to compose poems or short story. It involves the teachers, the staff, and also all the students. We hope that we can gather their poems into books again.
Is there anyone of them who write in English?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then the second one, we are going to have a comic workshop. It will be held this coming Saturday. The sources is Tiara. Tiara is multi-talented students.
I see.
Okay, and then she will become the source at this e-comic workshop. Okay, this coming Saturday. We hope that the student can create e-comic, and then again we are going to publish this project into books. Okay, with our dream come true.
Okay. And Mrs. Martika, I have heard before that literacy has a competition too, right? Like the competition before has been finished, like that's example maybe.
Yeah, at class meeting we have musicalized puisi and then writing a short story and then poems. Yeah.
Okay. And Mr. Budi, talking about literacy, maybe you have idea or tips or tricks for students who want to like manage their English skill or maybe improve their English skills, like by yourself. You can tell the student like what.
Make it as a hobby.
Oh,
If
habits.
this is your habit, everything will be okay. Because English actually is a habit. Every single person who study English, they will not able to speak English fluently if they don't make English as their habit. That's why English literacy in your school should be the habit. And Putika should be nurtured, and with Mr. Bisri should be nurtured, so that why every single student is able to create whatever the literacy project. This is the most important thing, make it happen.
Of course. And for the literacy program, maybe you have like command or maybe movement for the next literacy, like that.
Yeah. Be patient with
Okay, be
the kind of literacy, because literacy is such kind of little step for the giant leap. But without a little step, you never do what's the meaning of a giant leap. So that's why do the first thing. Whatever you can do, just do it. Don't worry if it is not good, if it's not okay, but you have to start it. Without starting it, you never be everything that you would like to be. Yeah.
That's a great word. And I think I can turn it to Tiara right now. I have some question for you, so maybe you can answer it right now. You are the talented student, right? And I have know that you participate in some events. Can you explain about that event, or maybe can you tell us the event you conclude?
So, as a student here, I have a few achievements. First of all, my first achievement in the school is I got second place as in the science national competition with the subject of astronomy in the district level. I am also the second winner as a team in the English debate competition held by Akamigas Tepu, and I also got third best speaker in that same competition. And I also is the favorite winner of the English speech competition held nationally by FNB Cukai. And I'm also the fourth place Mbak in Duta Wisata 2022 in Blora district.
Okay. Yes, of course. The latest event you participate is the Being Duta Wisata, right? Can you tell us about that event?
Well, Duta Wisata or tourism attraction is one of the many events held in Blora, and with this event we select and pick the young generation of Blora who is willing and can and is suitable to promote the tourist attraction in Blora to the national world, and so other people from outside of Blora and also locally people from Blora would know the beautifulness and the beauty of Blora.
Okay.
Hopefully, Mr. Bisri supported students and
Of course.
had a participation on this so many events. That's why the student will grow up.
Okay. And next, what's the capabilities of we should have if we want to join the competition event?
So because we are an ambassador, especially tourism, because tourism is not only for domestic and local people, also for people from internationally. So we have to have good English speaking skills, and also we have to be good at public speaking because we need to explain tourism to a lot of people in the crowd. So it's important to have English speaking skills and also public speaking. And also we have, because at this time social media is a really important thing, we have to be good at managing social media to promote tourism in Blora through social media. And also because we are the face of Blora, appearance and also height and also other stuff is very important because we have to promote and we have to show how beautiful Blora is.
Okay, of course. And Tiara, maybe the last question. Do you have maybe trick or tips for students who want to improve their English by yourself?
Well, as Mr. Budi said, that we have to make English as a habit and we have to also practice it every day. For my personal experience, I learned English from such a young age. It's my first language because my parents used to make me watch English cartoons. So if you want to learn English, maybe instead of by reading English books or studying the formulas, because maybe that's helpful, but it's more helpful if you make it a habit. Like you should listen to more English music, watch English speaking movies, or you should read more books in English. Make it a habit, and you should practice. Or maybe you should find friends from other countries or other people who speak English to make your skills much better, to improve your skills in speaking in English.
Okay, of course. Thank you for your answer, Tiara. And I think this time has finally come. We must end this podcast, guys. And I think for Mr. Budi, thank you for coming. Thank you for answering the question. And it is very helpful to people who want to improve their English, of course. And for Mrs. Martika, thank you for answering the question too. And I hope this literacy program can be the next level next year, maybe. Okay. And for you guys, I hope that this content could be helpful for you, and thank you for listening to this podcast. And for Mr. Budi, maybe I want you to give some words for student, like by yourself to make the student strong again, like that.
Okay, for all students, you have to be thankful for it to Mr. Bisri, because he supply you the good facilities. That's why please use these facilities to energizing not only you yourself, but this energizing the community around you. So you and your community will grow up together to create a better world. So finally, you will become a good student.
Okay, thank you for Mr. Budi, thank you for Mrs. Martika. And the end for today, guys. Don't be sad. We will come next time again. And thank you for listening. Finally, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Maaf itu saya jelek. Saya tidak ngomong bahasa Inggris.
Gak apa-apa, Mister.
Foto dulu Pak. Oke. Kita hadap sini semua ya. Resmi dulu ya. 1, 2. Lagi.
Terima kasih.
Oke, sudah.
Saya pilih satu letter statement juga.
Oke.
Terima kasih.
Ya.
Pak Bisri kesini dekat dengan mikrofon ya.
Pertanyaan satu pertanyaan ke Pak Bisri, saya satu pertanyaan Pak Bisri. Setelah cukup ya. Terkait profesinya. Singkat saja.
Ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya sebagai pengawas di sekolah ini, sekolah binaan saya ini, bangga sekali dengan adanya podcast ini. Cuma ada satu pertanyaan ya bagi saya ya. Mengapa Pak Bisri selalu kepala sekolah sini menggebu-gebu ingin membangun studio ini?
Awal itu saya melihat lingkungan, kemudian ada satu tempat di sini yang tidak termanfaatkan, sehingga karena melihat peluang ada, kemudian dia dari luar pelan itu akhirnya saya buat ruang yang termanfaatkan, dan saya punya bayangan ruangan ini dapat berguna untuk siswanya, gurunya, untuk mengeksplor. Akhirnya saya punya pikiran untuk mengadakan studio ini sebenarnya tidak hanya podcast, jadi nanti secara insya Allah memberdayakan tim IT untuk bisa live stream walaupun dengan apa adanya, HP, webcam, tidak seperti mewah video shoot gitu, tapi alhamdulillah tim IT itu baru pertama kali melaksanakan live streaming, sehingga kemarin simulasi gagal, terus akhirnya di sini alhamdulillah simulasi jalan terus bisa. Jadi akhirnya kompetensi Bapak Ibu guru di bidang IT juga bertambah. Kemudian ruangan ini bisa bermanfaat untuk anak-anak dalam rangka mengeksplorasi literasi, bisa media talkshow, kemudian tentang public speaking dan seterusnya. Seperti itu Pak.
Saya berharap dengan adanya ruangan yang demikian bagus ini, kalau nanti di-share ke banyak teman Pak, sehingga nanti tidak hanya jenengan dan SMA 1 Ngawen beserta pengawasnya saja yang hebat, tapi kita bisa hebat, maju bersama, hebat semua. Benar Pak? Jadi silakan.
Kameranya mau nggak pada foto ya? Nggak kan sebenarnya kan kantor. Oh ini habis. Nah,